Good morning, lovely fourth graders. This week, we'll be learning how to divide whole numbers by one-digit numbers using standard algorithm. If you notice on my screen, I have written out some division problems for you. We have 36 divided by 9, 360 divided by 9, 3,600 divided by 9. I also show you a different way that you can represent the division problem. It is read the same way, except that the bigger number is inside of the symbol. So 36 divided by 9, 360 divided by 9, 3,600 divided by 9. So now in order for me to divide, I will need my multiplication facts because division is the inverse operation for multiplication. So multiplication helps me solve my division problem. So 36 divided by 9 is almost like saying 9 times what number gives me 36. So if I look at my multiplication table over here, I notice it's 9 times 4 equals 36. So if this is like saying 9 times what equals 36, then I know that 9 times 4 equals 36. That means 9 can go into 36 4 times. So 36 divided by 9 is 4. Now we come down to 360 divided by 9. I still see my 36 here, which means that 36 is 9 could go to 36 4 times. And then just like what we did with basic facts for multiplication, I just had to put that 0 up there. So 360 divided by 9 is equal to 40. At the bottom, I have 3,600. I see my 36 again. So I know that 36 divided by 9 is 4. And then all I have to do is add those two zeros. So 3,600 divided by 9 is equal to 400. Okay, so let me show you another one. So here we are dividing 65 by 7, or 65 divided by 7. Notice as well on the right, I have my multiplication facts for the 7 times table on the side to help me, just in case I forget or I don't remember my multiplication facts, which this one's a little hard for me because it's a bigger number than most of my multiplication facts here. So I notice that there's no 65 in the 7 times table, so I know that I have to find a number or a product that's close to 65. So if I'm looking at the products in my multiplication table, I notice that 7 times 9 is equal to 63. That's less than 65, close to 65, and it does not go over 65 like 70 does. 70 is way too big. So I know that 7 can go into 65 9 times. So now I know 7 times 9. So I'm going to put my multiplication there. Oopsies. So it looks like a multiplication sign. 7 times 9 equals 63. So now that I have that, I can subtract. 5 minus 3 equals 2. 6 minus 6 equals 0. I'm not going to put the 0 there because that's probably going to make me a little bit confused. So I'm just going to know that 6 minus 6 equals 0, which means nothing anyway. So now I don't have any other digits to bring down, and I know that I cannot divide 7 into 2 because 2 is too small. So it will be 9, and there will be a remainder of 2. So the answer to this problem would be 9 remainder 2. So 7 can go into 65 9 times equally, but then I'm going to have 2 left over. So going on down to a bigger number, this number is 437 divided by 3, or I can write it this way as well, 437 divided by 3. Notice to my right, I have my 3 times table set up here just to help me if I need any help or any support when solving this problem. And I can look at each digit to figure out how I can divide because there are more digits now. So I have to start with the digit on the left. So I notice that this is a 4 and 4 is bigger than 3. So if 4 is bigger than 3, that means 3 can actually be divided into 4. So I'm going to look at my multiplication table to see if I find a 4. No 4. Fine. So I'm going to look for a number that's close to 4, but it cannot go over 4. So I figured that it will be that 3. So 3 can go into 4 only one time. And then 3 times 1 equals 3. And then I can subtract. 4 minus 3 equals 1. I cannot divide 3 into 1, but look here, I have some more digits here. I'm going to bring them down one at a time. So because I already took away 3 from 4 and got 1, I can now bring down this 3. So this will become 13. And 13 is big enough for me to divide. So 3 goes into 13 how many times? So it's almost like saying 3 times what number equals 13. However, there's no 13. So I have to find the product that is close to 13. And I notice over here I have a 15. That's close to 13, but 15 is bigger than 13, so I can't use it. So I'm going to go back one. And 12 is very close to 13. So I think I'm going to use that one. I know I'm going to use that one. So 3 times what equals 12? 3 times 4. So that 4 is going to go on the top. And then I'm going to multiply 3 times 4. It's going to give me 12. And then I can subtract. 3 minus 2 equals 1. I cannot share that. I cannot divide that. So I have to go back up and bring down that 7. And now this is 17, which makes it big enough for me to divide. So 3 times what number equals 17? So I'm going to go look and see if I see a 17. Do I see a 17? No, 17. So I have to find the product that's closer to 17. 18 is extremely close to 17, but it's too big. It is more than 17, so I cannot use it. So I'm going to go back 1, and 15 is close enough. So 3 times what number equals 15? So 3 times 5 equals 15. 3 times 5. I'm going to write my 15 down here. And then 7 minus 5 equals 2. I cannot share that 2. It's smaller than the 3. Is there anything else to bring down? No, there's nothing else to bring down. So I know that I'm going to have a remainder of 2. So the answer to this problem, 437 divided by 3, is equal to 145 remainder 2. All right, one last one. Almost finished. So now this number got even bigger. So now we're in the thousands. 1,479 divided by 4, or written in this way, 1,497 divided by 4. Once again, I have my multiplication facts table on the side, my 4 times table, ready for supporting me. So please don't let that comma trip you up. I will look at my first digit first. Can I divide 4 into 1? No, 1 is too small. So I'm going to combine the two numbers to make me a 14. Don't let that comma mess you up. This number is still 14. So now I'm going to look at my multiplication table and see if I see 14. So do I see 14 over here? 4, 8, 12, 16? No 14. So I'm going to find the closest one, the closest product to 14 without going over 14. Can you guess which one is closer to 14 without going over? You got it, 12. So 4 times what equals 12? I see a 3 here, so I know I'm multiplying by this. So 4 times 3 equals 12, and I can subtract. 4 minus 2 equals 2. I cannot share, I cannot divide that 2 even equally with the 4 people or for anything. So I notice I still have some numbers up here. I already used the 1 to 4, so it's time to bring that 9 all down. So let's bring him down. Sorry about my arrow. I'm going to bring him down. So now this number becomes 29. So now I'm going to go to my multiplication table and I'm going to say, can I see a 29 over here? No 29. So which product is close to 29? 32 is close to 29, but it's bigger, so I can't use it. So let's go back one. 28, that's super duper close to 29. So what times 4 equals 28? 4 times 7. So 4 times 7 equals 28. I'm going to write my 28 down there, and I get to subtract. So 9 minus 8 equals 1. 2 minus 2 equals 0. I'm not going to put anything there. I don't want to confuse myself. So I cannot share that 1. I cannot divide that 1 by 4. It's too small. But I notice I still have a 7 up here. So I'm going to bring that 7 on down. Bring them all down. Bring them all down. So now this is 17. So now I'm going to share 17. I'm going to divide 17 by 4. And I'm going to look on my right side again. Do I see a 17? No, 17. So I have to find the closest product to 17. I think 16 is super duper close, but it doesn't go over, so I can use it. So 4 times what equals 16 again? 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 equals 16. I write my 16 down here. I subtract. 7 minus 6 equals 1. 1 minus 1 equals nothing. I don't have to put anything there. I have no more numbers to bring down, so I have to have a remainder of 1. So the answer is 374, remainder 1. And that's it. All you need to know about dividing using standard algorithm. I really and truly hope this helped. If I have any advice for you, try to have your multiplication facts out so that it'll be easier for you to see which of the products are closer to the number that you need to be dividing. Hope this helped. Have a great day. Bye.